the Castello di Brolio, and it's 2016. Could you call it an estate wine?
The French would call it a grand vin. It's made only in the best vintages. And for example, this is 16. The previous vintage was 15, but we have not produced 14, and we are not going to produce 17. So we are very strict in deciding only to have the very best here. And we have a longer, and the selection here also for answering to Per question is here
altitude.
Here we used the best Sangiovese from the different spot and the different soils. So again, we have very many different soils. We have limestone, we have marine deposit, we have schistous, we have sandstone, we have fluvial terraces, a lot. The estate is the largest estate of the appellation Chianti Classico, owning great amount of vineyard.
This is truly a very intense wine. A lot of concentration, a lot of depth, and a lot of complexity and all that. So I mean, what's the difference when it comes to winemaking from this Chianti Classico compared to the others? Is it the grapes, the sites that you, or is it a winemaking thing as well?
It's the selection of the cuvée. It means of the parcel of Sangiovese that are chosen for these wines is very selected, and they are vinified separately and aged in the cellar in oak separately. Only in a second stage we decide how to make the very best of these cuvées, being part of Castello di Brolio. Before the bottling, we decide it's a little bit like extreme example, like champagne that is made with the different cuvées. And that's also, we make the style of Castello di Brolio. So it's not a single vineyard, but it's the very best from the entire property. And here, as you said, intensity, structure, beauty, style, and elegance. The persistency and the long finish makes it, for me, a very elegant wine.
Yeah, but that's the thing, that you have both the concentration and the depth and the structure, but it's also very red berried and quite fresh, and the acidity is there, and it's super enjoyable. Even 2016,
that is very young. And if I have to give an advice, get some bottle of 16, put it in the cellar, because this is a super fantastic vintage that is really stellar quality. And in years, you will enjoy this wine a lot.
Yeah. What if you're having a Sunday dinner with this wine, we talked about the other wines. A perfect a perfect dish on a Sunday dinner with some friends and Castello di Brolio. What would you serve?
Oh, Castello di Brolio can go well with many dishes, from seasoned cheese up to Florentine steak, but even sausages. When you have a great wine, it can be paired with a lot of great food, and sometimes we are shy in deciding which kind of pairing we might do with a special bottle that we purchase and has a very strong value, a very high value, and we shouldn't be like that. We should be
just open it and drink it. I agree.
And
I'm getting hungry for some like a lamb steak, or chopped with a lot of fresh thyme and stuff like that. It just would be perfect. But as you say, most dishes would pair very nice. Also, you talked about it earlier, but if we have some new viewers, you have here 1141. It says on all the bottles. Is that the year that you actually started making wine, or what does it mean, 1141?
As I said, there is a lot of history in my family and in this place. our history goes back before year 1000 because we were in the Arno Valley. We moved in this part of Tuscany during the beginning of the millennium. 1141 is a notary document stating that the Ricasoli were already living and owning Brolio. So to make a long story short but credible, we said 1141. But our history is much older than that.